Guys, it's me, Dianay. I'm just making this video because I wanted to just speak about my testimony and my experience in a car accident that I was involved in, and just how I witnessed God's protection and His hand over my life, and just throughout the whole event that happened. So yeah, so it was on in December, end of December, the 30th, I think, of December that this happened. I was driving from Pumalanga to Pretoria, and I was on one of the highways. I think it was the N4. But I had to take the turn off to the left because that was now going to Pretoria East or something. So I had to take that turn off, and I had to then be in one of the left lanes. So it was the left lane, the slowest one, the one all the way to the left, the first one, and then I was in the second lane to the left. So I was just driving. That day it was also raining, so I tried to be obviously more vigilant and alert. And because your vision is not really up to par, like with the rain on your windscreen and that, so, and it was a bit cloudy and things, so yeah, I was obviously trying to be a bit more alert. So yeah, I was in the second lane to the left, and there was a car on the right hand side of me in the third lane to the left. I think there was about 6 lanes, if I'm not mistaken, maybe, yeah, about 6 lanes. And now the car was in the lane next to me, and he had his hazards on. He was like a little bit in front of me, but he had his hazards on, and he was driving slow. I don't know why. I don't know what was wrong, but I just know he had his hazards on and he was driving slow. And there was a car behind him, so the car that was driving slow, I'll call it the Toyota. And then there was a car behind him, and this person just felt like, okay, this car is driving too slow, I'm just gonna overtake it and go on with my day. So they did that, but now just in that same moment they decided to leave or overtake, another car, a Toyota, came speeding, one of those cars that go shoop 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 in between lanes, and just they own the road. So this car, I'll call it the Nissan. So this car came speeding, like trying to overtake, and it didn't see the Toyota in time because I don't know, it was just too late, and they collided, and it hit the right hand side of the bumper of the car, and the Toyota came towards me, and the Nissan went the other side towards the right hand side. So as the Toyota and that Nissan collided, the Toyota then came into my lane, and I was already like basically next to the guy. So I didn't know what to do. Like, I just heard the collision, I saw the collision. It was just like, what did I do? Like, oh my goodness. I just tried to go as fast as I could out of his range of impact with me, but I wasn't fast enough, so he hit me in the driver's side, on the right hand side, but he hit me, and now my car then turned, like he hit me, so now obviously the direction of the car changed. I started swerving down the road towards the full right hand side, the fast lanes and everything. I was just driving. I had no control of the car. I'm holding on the steering wheel. That's all I can think. And I didn't know what to say. Like, I didn't know what to do. All I said was, oh, Lord Jesus, please help me. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm even going to survive this. Like, because I had no control. I couldn't really see what was going on the outside of the car. My car's going towards the far right, and I was approaching, all I could see was I was approaching the barrier that separates the highways, the one that goes this way and then the other one way that side. So I just saw the barrier approaching, and I was like, oh, I need to dodge this. I don't know, like what, you know. So I turned the steering wheel, and even that, like, it was so hard to turn because the road is wet, and now it's just like the steering wheel shaking, you know. So I just turned, and then all I knew was the car was spinning. Like, cars, I couldn't see, you know, when you're playing Ring Around the Rosie and you're just spinning, you can't see, pinpoint something that's standing still. Everything's just moving and a blur. And I'm just there in the car, it's spinning. I don't know what to do. Should I brake? I just didn't know what to do. And like, I just felt like my body just did whatever. All I knew was I was trying to balance. I was trying to do clutch control. You know, I had my foot on clutch and petrol, and lighting up the petrol a little bit, or loosening my pressure on the petrol, and then, you know, like just doing that. Like I didn't know what to do, and then now and then touching on, like, I just vaguely remember it wasn't a conscious decision. It was just like my body was doing it, you know. And I also just remember thinking, what if this car flips over? Like, because there's just so much going on, and I was at, obviously, on the highway, you driving at a speed, you're not just in town, you know. So yeah, yeah, I just held onto the steering wheel, and I just remember thinking like about my parents. And it was also a time when we were going through a lot of passings in our family, and there was just a lot like going on. And I just remember thinking about them, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to die because I don't want them to be sad, you know. Um, Sorry. Yeah, I didn't want to make them sad, you know. That was what I was thinking of. Like, I know they say that your life flashes before your eyes, but I was just thinking of my family. I didn't want to make them sad. It's so crazy. I didn't think I would cry. But yeah, I didn't want to make them sad, and I know they were busy traveling to Cape Town to just get a break and get away from everything that was happening. So I was just like, now they also away. How do I call them if, you know, I need something? Like, but also I didn't want to bother their time away and just getting the rest they deserve. But yeah, that's all that was going through my mind. Like, I was just thinking, like, yo, I don't want this heartbreak for the family. And yeah, um, so yeah, and then eventually, in all of that thinking, the car just stopped. Like I said, it was spinning, and the car just stopped, and I just remember it reversing slowly, 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 because now I was in reverse. I don't know how, or it was just in neutral. I can't remember, but now the car was reversing, and it could only reverse. Like, I couldn't, when it finally stopped and I was facing all the oncoming traffic, all the lights looking at me, all the cars waiting for me to get out of the way. I'm just there, like, oh, okay, let me get out of the way. Like, I survived, you know. Yeah, so I was just like, okay, the car stopped, it's not flipped over. And so I put the car in first gear, but it didn't want to move forward. I don't know why. I put it back into reverse, so then it could only move. I don't know. So I had to literally reverse all the way from the right hand side of the highway all the way over to the yellow line, which was in the slowest, well, past the slow lane. So I had to reverse, and then eventually there was a car that had stopped on the side when they now saw this accident occur. So the guy just, like, him and his wife and kid, they just helped guide me off the road. And yeah, the first thing the lady says to me, she's like, yo, you held onto that steering wheel. You did well. Well done. You're so lucky to be alive. And I just smiled and teared up because I don't know, it was like I needed to hear that good job. That's all I was like, wow, like, thank you for telling me that. I needed to hear that. Like, I didn't know what to do, you know, obviously. But yeah, and then I climbed out of my car and I was looking, where did the guy bump me? Because I couldn't see anything, and eventually I saw, oh, it's right there by my the back seat. And yeah, at least he didn't hit me in like the driver's seat. It was just behind me. And yeah, I was just I was just in awe. Like, I was just shocked. Obviously, I had to sort out all the insurance things and speak to the traffic officers. And even already, when I was like, when the car finally stopped after spinning, I look and I see all these cars, and I already see the traffic cops are there, and the accident isn't even finished for me, and they already arrived there. But anyway, so yeah, and I just look back at this day and I just see God's hand over me. Like, there were so many things that could have went wrong and could have been worse. My car could still drive. It's still driving today, and it has the memory on the door still. And I'm just so grateful, that God really protected me and He guided me through however I decided to, not press brakes, because it could flip over and it could cause more traction or resistance in the tires, and just all these things. And I just feel so blessed to be alive, and I just know that I'm here for a reason. And yeah, I just want to bring more glory to God and just live out the purpose He has over my life. And I just know He's not done with me, so that's why I just felt like I needed to share this story and this testimony, because it really is one. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I also came out with no scars, nothing, um healthy. And yeah, I'm just grateful for God's protection. And yeah, I'll show you guys some pictures of the damage and of how the other cars look. And yeah, to just see God's glory and His protection, and even over everyone, not just me, like everyone in that was part of that whole scene. The cars that came after us, that they missed all of that, and that not more people were involved in all of it. And yeah, I just thank Him. And I thank you for listening, and I hope that it can also just bring some encouragement to your life, and that you'll always just see God's hand in your life. So yeah, thank you.